United States of North America. Welcome back to Jeff Outdoors. I'm back in the Homestead Supply Room, and we're talking about lanterns, oil lanterns. So, oil lanterns. Depending on your goals for your homestead, you may want to consider going with oil lanterns for evening light inside your house. Not only is it better for your eyes as far as the light, brightness, and glow compared to LED, which give off harmful blue light and other things, this would be the way to go. You can pick up oil at the hardware store typically. You can probably order it online. I get it locally here. And this is a Feurhand baby special. These will run about 50 bucks. It's a worthy investment. Sounds like a lot of money, but these things will last 100 years if taken care of well. Stock up on globes if you buy one in case it breaks. The wicks are going to last you a long time, so have a couple wicks in stock. I actually have a bunch, and I haven't even run out of one yet. This is only one of many that I have. This is a blue one that you can get. I have orange, yellow, red, green, and an unpainted, like galvanized one, which they all work well. They put off decent light. And you need maybe 2 in a 14 by 16 room to really light the place up, so it doesn't take a lot. And we really like these. They're easy to fill. They have a cap on them. See the cap? That's where the oil goes. This is where you adjust your wick. This globe tilts back for cleaning, that you can access by, just one moment, lifting up this top part, which lifts it up off the glass, and it tips out, and you clean it. To light it, you simply pull the little lever. See this little lever right here? That goes down into that little notch, and it raises up this base so you can light the wick. Very, very simple. Let me see if I can open that by putting that down. There you go. See it in the notch? And the thing is up. You light your wick, and you get on with your life. Works pretty well. The other type of lantern that we have, here's one that is relatively new to the story, but this is a hanging lantern. Hang that from your ceiling. This has a reflector, and it has a little heat protector that you can see right there above the glass. So pretty simple there. That unscrews. You can put your oil in, screw it back on, light your wick. You can see the shape of the wick there. It is fan-tailed to give off a nice glow, even steady burn on the wick. So we love these ones. This is glass. This isn't going to leak or anything. You can see it's screwed down on the bracket real well. It's going to hang up. This would be perfect for a cabin or your house or wherever, your workshop, anywhere you need light. So this reflector is going to reflect everything downward and light up the area. So I got this one. I have 2. I actually got 2 of these because they were half off. I'm coming to you from Northern Ohio, and I live close to a store called Lehman's, which I frequent because I have a light on here. This is actually a grow light that I'm going to start some seeds on, I think, this spring after maple season. So maple season is coming up. So depending on your homestead goals, those are a couple of lighting options that you can look at. This one was on sale. I got for $15. It's usually like $30, $32. You can buy cheaper ones than that. cheaper than $30 at your hardware store, similar to the blue one I just showed you. So look at your homestead goals. What do you want to do for lighting, emergency lighting? If you don't have a homestead, you're just living in an apartment somewhere, think about the oil lantern. It is a great option to go with. You're off grid, keep your oil stocked up, and you'll be fine. So we here go by the 2 is 1, 1 is none rule. So we have multiple lanterns, we have headlamps, we have other battery powered lamps, we have candles, all that stuff. So you can see in our supply room, we keep things. There's a water distiller there. We have the Alexa Pure upstairs that we use on a daily basis. And we have some foodstuffs that are stocked here, canning supplies, cheese making supplies, egg crates, a dehydrator, canning, and cheesecloth. Everything we need to make everything here at home. So I actually have a couple cabbages. I'm gonna make some sauerkraut probably later this afternoon and get that batch started. It's really cold outside. It's like we're looking at minus 20 degree wind chills coming up today, later tonight, and then next week is supposed to get really cold too. As far as maple syrup comes, we would typically the past 3 years be tapping trees here in probably like a week, but that ain't happening this year. And I just, for the record, want to say that I called it. So we haven't had really any snow past since the winter of 21 going into 2022. And I just so happened to buy a plow for my John Deere this summer because I said, you know what? We're due for snow. And lo and behold, we have 8 inches of snow on the ground. The plow is on the John Deere. I've already plowed the driveway like 3 times to keep it nice and clear. I have a 4-wheel drive truck, so it's not a problem for me. It's for other people coming in and out. I take care of my mom lives with me here, and I take care of her. She is up in Cleveland today at the Cleveland Clinic for a review with her doctor on possibly another upcoming heart procedure, which we don't know. Thanks for any continued prayers there, and we're just staying positive. She's doing well, but she needs to possibly have some heart valve procedures. We don't know. That's why she's up there today, and I have family that has taken her up there while I'm at home, as I have some obligations to tend to. So our little homestead here is kind of in a holding phase for what's going to happen there. And then we want to continue to plan for maple season because at the same time, things have to go on. Things have to continue. That's something I've been learning is you don't know what's going to happen, but don't let that stop you from planning and continuing on your homestead journey, your cabin journey, your self-sufficiency journey. Continue to move in the direction you want to go, and that's all you can do. This is life. There's nothing guaranteed. My dad passed away 8 years ago. My family has lived in this house for 50 years. It was very tough getting used to living here after my father passed away. That took years. And I still have moments where, I can't believe Dad's not here. We used to have coffee in the kitchen upstairs every morning. Took care of my dad when he started getting sick. That's I've been a caregiver now for 20 years, so that's part of my story. And it's not been easy, but don't let things stop you from continuing to plan on your self-sufficiency. look at the oil lanterns, look at the the water distillation, look at water purification. In a prepper's scenario, water purification is number one. You can go without food, but you can't go without water. We have our pantry here that we stock with tinned foods and some backup items, and we keep that rotated out. So that's that. But you never know what the next week is going to bring, especially if you live in California. California folks, if I were you, there are better places to live. Unfortunately, there's some people in California who are locked into voting for Democrat policies, and it's like Stockholm Syndrome. Okay? Anybody watching this from California, if you're in California right now, just leave. Just get the heck out of Dodge. There are so many other nice places to live, more affordable, better policies in the state and in the towns and the townships. I mean, I grew up here. This is a very small town. I grew up in a town of 2,500 people, and we actually live just outside of town. So there's no city water here. We're on a well. We're by ourselves. We take care of ourselves here. And that's just what we're used to. It's what I'm used to. But California is not a place that I would ever live. I would never live there. There is too much. There is just too much to deal with on the political realm that trickles down to everybody, and the cost of living. I mean, just everything, man. Like us guys back east here in Ohio, look at California, and we say, "Oh my," just like, "Oh my God, why would you ever live there?" It's like putting up with all that, the fires, the earthquakes. I mean, one of these days they're saying the big old earthquake is going to come to California. And people, put that out of their minds until it happens. We never thought COVID was going to happen either. But lo and behold, and who was ready for that? So, move to Utah, Idaho, Montana, Iowa. I would much rather raise my kids in Iowa than California. I'm sorry. I mean, I don't mean to offend people in California, but I'm telling you, I've been to California. Yeah, it's got its nice, it has its nice things about it. But to spend your days on Earth, life is long. Why do you want to just continue to put up with what's going on in that state? You keep your principles if you want, but you have to deal with your principles too. That's just my opinion. But anyways, oil lanterns, candles, lighting is very important. But I'm going to tell you, lighting is not everything when it comes to homesteading. If you go to bed when it starts to get dark outside, you won't have to worry about lighting so much. We live in Amish country here. When it gets dark, the Amish go to bed. They get up at 4 or 5 in the morning to take care of the animals in the barn. So you need an oil lantern for maybe an hour or two in the morning. Why do we have electric lighting in a house? Think about that so we can see. Yeah. So we can stay up till 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning. Look at how this impacts people's health. Look at the health crisis in America. People can't sleep. They're staying up till 2 or 3 in the morning. They're working shifts till 7 in the morning, working all night on a third shift. There's also a third shift syndrome out there too, because you're not getting any sunlight. You need the sun to be healthy. You need to be outside. to be healthy. Period. That's non-argument there. So, what are you using light for? Think about it. So you can stay up till 3 in the morning? Doing nothing? See you next video, idiot.